Good morning, Matt Stevens.
Good morning, John.
Morning, Jillian Stiles.
Hi.
Actually, good afternoon, Jillian Stiles.
Oh, good afternoon.
And then good evening, all the ladies and gentlemen out there listening to this podcast right now. My name's John McCula. I'm the host of this indie dev, which is the official podcast of Graphite Lab. I'm joined with two special birthday guests.
Woo!
Best day of the year.
Best day of the year.
Absolutely.
National treasures right here.
And it was actually our good buddy Davey G's birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Davey G.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday, David. Late.
Anyway, before we get way into it, let's talk about some Hive Jump stuff, because that's what the people really want to hear. We are getting extremely close, so very close to starting a Kickstarter again. I can't say any dates, but just know that it's coming really soon. And last show, I think I said we were on juice mode, which it didn't occur to me at the time. Maybe no one outside this room knows what I'm talking about. So
You mean like apple juice?
I'm glad you asked, Stevens. No, actually, juice mode is polish, I guess, in a sense. We just call polish juice.
I wouldn't say polish. I would say it's the special effects that just make everything look pretty.
Yeah.
It's the ADD effects, you know?
Beautification, flashing colors, screens, particles.
Make the screen shake. You feel like
Yeah,
a billion times better.
those nice little touches.
Changing colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Looks really good so far.
Particles.
Thank you.
Everybody loves particles.
Everyone does love particles, absolutely. But it's actually a really dangerous time for code. Okay, now here's why. It's because, I'm here working at my desk, and then I got, Benny Sieves over there, and then Matty D, and, bug, fix it now. And then, we need particles here, here, and here, and stuff. And so it's like, well, whatever. And so I do a quick Band-Aid fix, just to patch it all up. But what I'm doing is I'm tangling all the cords. I'm doing quick jobs. It's just a rough fix. Everything.
You gotta keep the cords together, man.
I know, man. But deadlines, man. I gotta make money. I gotta get things done. So when you
get paid.
you tangle all those cords, code's a very organic beast. It's constantly growing and layering upon itself and evolving.
It has feelings and
when it's
families.
got these tangles deep down, I go to layer on top of that. I got to deal with that stuff.
And then you got to peel the layer back off to fix it later.
Exactly. I got to
like
rip all that stuff out and hook it back up. It's like I was thinking of an analogy, and it's like setting up a home entertainment center, kind of. You got your TV, and then you got the cable box, and the cable box got plugged into the wall, and then that plugs into the TV, and then you got your DVR plugs in TV, and then PlayStation hooks up to the Wi-Fi, which hooks up to the cable box again, and all that stuff. And if you don't lay out your cords and cables and get all the connections right, you want to add you bought a DVD player, you want to hook it up. Back of the TV's just cords and cables and everything's all over the place, and you don't know what to do.
What's happening
Well,
right
it
now?
keeps thieves from taking your stuff. They look back to him like, oh,
That's true.
this is too much work. I'm moving on. We'll take his coffee maker.
I suppose that's true, but I guess that's where the analogy breaks, because if we want to reuse this whole thing, it'd be better to reuse it without having all these tangled cords and stuff. So, that's just what I've been dealing with.
Everything looks pretty slick so far, though. I'm pretty excited for everything.
Thank you. Yeah. It does look slick, and we're doing our darndest, is what I'm trying to say.
Darndest? Is that Chicago speak?
You're darn right it is.
What is
Trying to keep it clean for the chillins. Anyway, so we'll have more stuff real soon. We're going to have a very special episode of this podcast that's going to go up with the Kickstarter. And I'm going to have everybody on it, and we're all going to talk about Hive Jump, and it's going to be real great. So look forward to that, dear listener. Anyway, so either you guys got plans for birthday stuff?
Yeah.
Anything you want to divulge? Well, no, you're going to church with your mom, right?
Oh yeah,
maybe,
totally.
Maybe doing some charity work.
Doing some charity work, entertaining the random river people. I'm going on a float trip this weekend. It's gonna be epic.
Nice.
So is that just like tubing down the river?
We're actually doing rafts this time.
Oh, okay.
I like the idea of tubing though.
Oh yeah, actually tubing's cool for the first hour, then it hurts.
Sunburns.
Yeah, but the raft, we're sneaking in PVC pipe, and
Okay.
we're going to build a mast.
And you just funnel booze through it, right? And you're on the other end.
I didn't even think about that. I don't have to bring
Is
that
this
up.
crime evidence here? Do we have to edit this out of the
I
podcast
don't
later?
care.
Yeah,
What are they
you'll
gonna
be
do?
fine.
They'll just take it away from us. But we're gonna build a mast and put a sail on it,
Okay.
and then we got a flag that we're gonna fly. It's a pirate flag, and then we have an anchor. We're attached to the raft. We're gonna throw overboard because we're in the river and it's funny. And then we're all dressing like pirates. And
That'll be fun.
we built our coolers into pirate chest. So a gigantic treasure chest, and they look pretty cool. Here, you haven't seen the picture yet,
Oh yeah.
but
I'm gonna imagine some family is gonna be on a weekend trip.
oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
It's gonna be on a weekend
That's
trip
really
and just see this boat full of dudes dressed as pirates, just
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, yo ho ho and a
Oh.
bottle of rum.
Pirate talk the whole time. It's gonna be great. And I got eye patches for everybody. I bought a hat.
Oh man,
This
getting
is
decked
legit.
out. You're like the life of the party.
Well, I told them if we're gonna do pirates, we're gonna do it right.
You don't half-ass pirates.
Yeah, it's either you go Speedo or you go real pirate.
That's pretty good.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
That was
So-
good. That sounds fun.
It's gonna be 20 of us. I bet 10 of us will attempt to dress up, and 3 or 4 of us will go the whole 9 yards. So,
Is that one of you? Are you the one who goes all 9 yards?
oh yeah, I spent a lot on that cooler.
Yeah, you already
I mean,
made the
I
whole
can't-
treasure chest cooler.
I can't
There's
turn
no
back
turning
now.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't show up with just the cooler. You're like,
Yeah.
What is it? Come on,
Yeah.
halfway.
Oh, we got foam swords as well,
Okay.
and and water guns are be filled with alcohol. So that should be fun too.
Don't hit your eyes.
Well, yeah,
We're-
they're little squirt
Bunch of
guns.
Okay.
blind pirates. You'll have to
Yeah.
use those eye patches for real.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else? I wish we could use water balloons, but they frown upon that.
Mm.
Oh,
Like
because
fish
of the
choke on the-
leftovers.
Yeah.
That would make
Yeah.
sense though.
Because then we can launch it out of a fake cannon, which would be kind of cool. But
That'd be pretty good.
It's one thing to get a bunch of fish just drunk. but
yeah,
It's maybe another to
actually kill them.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe a bit too much.
So that is Saturday. So
Awesome.
Well,
and then Friday we're camp. Actually, my friends are already down there setting up. I was like, you guys can camp 2 days. I don't want to do that. I'll come down Friday morning. And then Friday be a big birthday party, and then Saturday big float, and then everybody's exhausted afterwards and falls asleep.
and you gotta go to work the next day. And
Yeah.
sounds horrible.
No, I took off Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
That way I can get some stuff done.
Yeah.
But it should be
Cool.
fun.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a blast.
Yeah. I'm kind
Jillian, anything?
Well, now I
Nearly
feel
as
like I have to
exciting.
dress up as a pirate
Yeah.
for the rest of the day
We're
to
going as ninjas.
compete.
Uh,
No, I was thinking after this, I was probably gonna go finally see How to Train Your Dragon 2
Ooh.
because
Okay.
I haven't gotten to that yet, and I'd still really like to see it. And then I'm thinking this weekend I'd like to go because I've never been to it yet, Grant's Farm, and just play
Oh, I went
play
there
with a
not
bunch
too
of
long ago.
squishy little animals and cry.
You've never been to Grant's Farm?
No, well, I've only been here a year now, so I haven't been able to hit everything up yet. So I already saw the cute little prairie dogs in the zoo. Now I have to go heckle cute baby goats.
Yeah,
And
you gotta
then-
feed the goats.
Those are- it's
They do
pretty
have
cute.
they
You
do
can
have
pick
a
'em up.
they do have. Don't. My heart can't handle this right now, Stevens. I can't. Might have to leave the room.
You don't want
Just-
to. You want to croak on your birthday.
They're so cute. But yeah, so something like that. Not as cool as pirates, but hopefully
you
it'll
can
still
see
be
all
fun.
the
Yeah.
Clydesdales. And
Yeah, you do.
You go on
Yes.
like a little
Touch them too.
Yeah.
little tram ride. You can
I get
see
to go
all
pet
the,
horses
all the
that
deers and stuff.
have a better life than I do.
You'll see the
Get
white
fed
deer.
every day.
White deer?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Deers turn white when they're not threatened.
What?
So you'll see the Harry Potter deer.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
white
not.
stag.
I'm not listening to you at all.
What? No, I'm serious.
It's too good to be true.
I'm not listening to you at all.
There's white deer there.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
And giant swans. I never knew a swan was so big.
Swans are assholes. Sorry, children, but stay away from swans. They do things like heckle you. But yeah, so that's gonna be my birthday weekend.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It's more than I got planned.
Woo.
So Jillian, tell me all about the thing that you're working on with our pony book framework.
Oh, well, we haven't.
What is that all about?
Well,
Your independent project as interns here at Graphite Lab, the greatest place on earth.
Yeah. We are thinking about doing sort of like interactive comic book of sorts. We haven't really had a chance to dive too much into it, short of just our general concept, just because we've been busy with other separate projects. But that's kind of just the gist of it for now.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping to have some sort of interactivity between the reader and like the character of the story. We'd have to kind of figure out the learning curves of that and figure time-wise like what we'd be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see. Like we've been pretty busy individually with like different side projects, which is fine. Like they're all great. It's just we'll have to see how far we get with it. So
Right.
yeah.
Crash course and flash.
Woo!
Terrifying.
So you have the concept all figured out? Can you give a few
the general
teasers,
one.
a few spoilers?
It's basically.
Are there? I hear there's robots involved.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Main character would be a robot, and essentially you have this robot character that inquires about a wanted ad for some sort of assassin or outlaw to take care of a threat that's been heckling this town for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
So the robot answers this call and eventually is kind of going from this town out into the desert or wherever this threat is, and slowly realizes that there's nothing physical there so much as you, the reader, are the nuisance, since you can interact with its surroundings. Like you can interact with the panels and move things and interrupt things and that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, we still have to like figure out interactivity or like user interface, like how that would work and like what our limitations would be and what we'd have to scrap and stuff. But that's just kind of the general big stars in the skies, aim for the moon, follow amongst the stars,
Right.
kind of deal. So yeah, but hopefully we'll be able to flesh that out a little bit more.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. It sounds pretty maybe
Chugging
a
along.
little ambitious, but
Yeah,
it's all
we'll figure it out.
I
Hopefully.
guess assassins and robots and stuff a little more
Mm-hmm.
grown up than our typical pony books.
Mm-hmm.
The more typical want to talk about friendship, not killing people.
Friendship potions. And,
Kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
well,
When he
cool.
finds the villain, which is you, he'd be like, "Oh, you're so great." At the end.
And then they have a dance party.
Yeah.
Every
And
book
drink
needs a dance
cider.
party.
Hard cider.
Well, that sounds really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing
Yeah.
some finished product of that.
I'm looking forward to seeing the new format being portrait instead.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want
man.
to try that out.
Portrait.
Too.
I've
Yeah.
never done a portrait book before.
That'd be cool.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, we'll have to check
Yeah.
that out.
Uh,
Awesome.
Cool stuff. Tell me about Jillian. Tell me all about Pixel Press.
Pixel Press stuff. If
Since
I can.
you and Sam are working on
Mhm.
Pixel Press, our friends here in St. Louis, our friends at what's the name of their studio? You know?
Pixel Press.
Is it just Pixel
Yeah,
Press?
it's Pixel Press,
think
and
so.
the game is called Pixel Press Floors.
Oh, okay.
The app is called Pixel Press Floors.
Okay, so our friends at Pixel Press made this really cool thing. It's on iOS where you can draw things on a sheet of paper, a sheet of graph paper, and then take a picture of it, and then it creates it into a level. Or you could just play with the level generator stuff, and then it's like a platformer thing. But they extended an invitation to us to come up with some original content, like a reskinning of their game, I guess. So you and Sam are heading that up.
Yeah, it's really fun so far. We've done different like terrain assets, character related things. So that's been fun. Backgrounds, those kind of elements. Doing like the character designs has been really fun, and coming up with the different terrain aspects to the game has been fun too, creating that overall theme. They wanted something a little bit like aged up from their typical add-ons and packages, as it were. So it's kind of fun skirting around that, not making it too intense, but still a little bit maybe darker in theme.
Give them the title of the tile set.
The tile set?
Yeah.
Wait, which...
Wasn't it the Curse of the Haunted Zoo or something like that?
Yeah, we're basically doing... I don't know if how much detail I'm allowed to divulge.
You can talk about whatever.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
We talked to the guy, he's like, talk about it, do whatever.
Yeah, no, it's basically a haunted zoo. Our main characters, as they are basically undead animals. So we have an undead monkey, an undead alligator, an undead lion, and an undead elephant. And then your enemies that you're facing are going to be kind of goofy zoo
like
catchers.
poachers?
Yeah, like zookeeper
that's cool.
type characters.
They look really cool.
That have like little, green glowy eyes and are kind of menacing and suspicious maybe. So it's a lot of fun, and Sam's done like a super fantastic job with her animations on the monkey, and she's moved on to the alligator so far. She's just a beast because she's got the animation skills. I'm just over here in a corner crying over walk cycles. She's got monkeys flying around on jetpacks. So I don't know. I'm not that cool, but yeah, it's really really neat to see that. It's been fun at least to do the 2D aspects. And see like all the really great stuff that Sam's done on her end for the animation and everything. I can't wait to see any of the demo stuff that we get back.
Yeah, I can't wait to build. It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see like what all of like Sam's character animations are gonna play out as, because she's got some really great like little designs for just like the way the monkey moves, and the jetpack and the little damage animation is hilarious, and she's got some really great ideas for that. So I'm excited to see them actually play out, hopefully sometime like this week or next week of some sort. So
yeah, man.
When do we get that back?
Sometime
soon.
Yeah, no, we'll hopefully get something going for that. So it'll be cool to see, anyways.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. I didn't see it recently, but I saw, I guess, just some concept stuff. Of like the monkey and stuff. It looked fantastic.
Yeah,
it looked
be fun.
really sharp. Yeah, I'm impressed.
And just to get something in a functioning game. I was an intern place back home, and I got to take one of their games and do an Android port, but the thing was in Unity, so it's basically a one button press.
Yeah.
And that's about the extent of what I did there. So to be able to actually make assets and put them in a
definitely.
functioning product is really, really cool.
Oh, definitely. It's been a lot of fun to do so far, and like I super appreciate like having the opportunity to kind of learn and pick at it and figure stuff out along the way. Like Stevens has been super helpful with teaching us all the texture packing stuff and dealing with me sobbing endlessly over SVN and breaking
Everyone
everything.
has that phase in SVN.
I think I will eternally have that phase.
Everything's gone.
So thank you, Stevens, for rescuing me from my own inept abilities with SVN and sobbing over that.
But you mastered the F2 button.
Yes, I did. Thank you, Stevens, for also enlightening me to F2 Nirvana. I am now renaming everything in a blaze of glory. So yeah, it's been really good so far. So I'm really excited to see how it turns out, and I think it will be a really great add-on to the Pixel Press, portfolio, as it were, for their stuff that they have.
Yeah. I wonder if does that before, or will it be a library? I don't know. What category do we put that in? The skins?
I don't know.
Collections, maybe?
Yeah, probably. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a term for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
sure.
yeah, and I think it'll be really exciting to see, like, this in terms of also, like, what Pixel Press will be releasing down the road as the product itself expands and they learn more about, like, what their user base is and that kind of thing. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting to be part of it.
For sure. Stevens, tell me all about Warband.
Oh God.
What is Warband?
All right.
What is happening?
Last time on the show, we call it radio show, right? Podcast.
Yeah, you can call
Last
it
time I was in the cast. My addiction was
the cast.
Kerbal, if you guys all remember.
Mm-hmm.
I played Kerbal for way too long.
Mm-hmm.
And I, Seavers recommended a new game,
Mm-hmm.
which was Mountain Blade Warband. And it took over Kerbal. It is amazing. Probably the second best game in the world.
Is Kerbal the first?
Yeah.
Crashing all the rockets.
Yeah. So, you start off as like a lonely peasant guy, and you work up building rep to become like a vessel of a king or a lord or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take over towns, you game rep, duel people, you court ladies, and then
there you go.
sometimes you have to duel somebody over a lady, which I had to do.
Oh,
which
man.
was pretty cool. And then you win tournaments. It's pretty medieval, like romanticized, and you do all that cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you can take over start your own kingdom as well. You can go to war with other people. It's pretty much a sandbox game,
Mm-hmm.
and it eats your soul. Like, you're like, I think I've been playing until like 2 o'clock in the morning every night.
So like my first time playing Civ 5.
Yeah, it's like Civ and Dynasty Warriors and
That's
Sims, like all together.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like the most addictive game you could ever play.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, you go to different towns and you hire people, peasants, build up an
Is this
army, and
on
you fight like
PC?
looters and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay. Is it on Steam?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I bought the whole collection
How
for
much?
like $11.
Oh wow, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Oh cool.
And there's like tons of expansions and mods on there. You can keep the game going after you do all the basic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can download a mod that expands it even more.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 2 castles.
Well, let's start from the beginning. What's the whole arc? Where did you start? Where are you now?
my character's backstory?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a son of a veteran warrior
Okay.
who decided not to be a warrior. He wanted to be a blacksmith. So he went on an apprenticeship
Uh-huh.
to blacksmith. Blacksmith passed away. He became the master. He got tired of that. He decided to go on a venture after he lost his love because she died. I mean,
Okay.
when you build your character, it gives you a backstory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you click a bunch of options and it gives you your story, which is so much fun. And then I was kicked off into the Nords as the people I start with.
Right.
And so I divvied around as a mercenary for a while. I built my first really good army of 45 people.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up becoming a vessel. Pretty much you just ask the king and he gives it to you. And then he gave me a town, took care of my town, made it from poor to almost not poor. And then I raided a bunch of people, made an enemy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like your rival.
You
My
know when you
rival,
got you know when you got haters, you're doing something right.
He hates me. He's like negative 38 and how much he likes me. And he would just come constantly to me, and then eventually I just captured him
Mm-hmm.
and I put him in my dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you go and like poke him with a stick like,
Yeah,
through
I
the bars
do that
every
all the
day?
time,
Like,
every day. So he's no
Oh,
longer
man.
raiding my town. So
Him alone raiding your town just by himself.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
popping in the middle of the night.
Stevens.
I'm in an army.
I was hoping it was just him with like
Why?
a mask on.
I would raid all his towns for a while. That's what I was doing. That's how I was making money. I would just go raid his town, take all his stuff, sell it.
Well, maybe it's a bit justified then.
He had a reason to hate me. And then, what else did he do? Sacked a castle, or besieged, and then took it. That's how I got my own like castle,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where my dudes, the prisoners, at now.
Mm-hmm.
And just working my way through the game. And I just recently got betrothed to one of the Lord's sisters.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into the family.
Money.
Yeah. Actually, ironically, you had to pay money. To pay a
Oh,
dowry.
right, the betrottal fee.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, dowry or whatever in case I
Dowry, yeah.
die.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So can you like kill her? Well, I guess I don't know. But can you like take over her kingdom now?
Well, I guess her stuff becomes my stuff.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know.
So if she divorces you, she'd take half your kingdom.
I don't know.
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know if
I
that
don't
was
know.
really an option back then.
I see you
Uh,
just cut people's heads off back then. But so her brother or whatever is like, well, we'll have a ceremony at my castle soon, and then I get captured.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm still in prison.
But I got a wedding to go to.
I know. I don't know what's going to happen. If I get out in time or not, who knows?
That's pretty funny.
So.
That sounds like a blast.
Oh, the game's addictive.
I
don't recommend it. You won't get anything done.
I played a little bit after hearing you talk about it, and I made a dude. I guess my backstory was my dad was a merchant, then I became a merchant, then I went off to become a merchant. Merchant things. Because I'm like, if I got money,
you're dedicated.
You can do whatever you want if you have money.
I'm like,
you're
if
an
I got
entrepreneur.
money, I could just keep buying soldiers. I could buy a huge army. I could do whatever. So I got like a pack of 50 dudes, and I was with
A pack of 50 dudes. I like that.
that.
With your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. A pack of dudes.
Pack of dudes. And I was with the orange guys, and then we were at war with the purple guys. So I went and I sacked a bunch of their towns, and I got a whole bunch of stuff. And then they sent like a pack of 100 dudes at me, and then they killed me, and then I lost all my dudes. But then I had all this stuff from sacking all the towns, so I sold it all, and I bought another pack of 50 dudes.
Yeah, life is cheap there.
Pretty much. And then that happened again, the same exact thing.
You gotta learn how to fight, man. Here, this is the
I'm
keys.
outnumbered 2-1.
All right, F1. That tells you guys to stay still.
Oh, okay.
And then get in the formation. They don't run off.
See, I never do that. I just let them charge.
Yeah, don't do that. They'll lose. And then I do 1, F2, F1. Tells your infantry to step up 10 paces.
Huh. Okay.
And your archers will fall behind them. And then it's like a wall. Your infantry guys will shield up so the archers hit their shields.
That's pretty good.
And then your archers shoot over their heads at their people.
Huh.
Well, you'll win more often.
I'll have to give that a try. I've just been letting them rush in. I didn't even know there were like crowd.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
controls, and
battle
stuff.
commands and stuff.
That's
You give
cool.
them, and you tell your cavalry to follow you, and you just go run off and murder people.
Yeah, it's like the first few where I just had like 10 dudes fighting looters and stuff. All my dudes would rush in, they would all die immediately, and then I would just ride around on the horse, having to like stab like the rest of the dudes living. But cool, yeah, that game's fun.
Well, if you like Civilization, if you like running around the horse, slashing at people, you'll love this game.
I recently just played Civ 5 multiplayer with some friends of mine. I'd never done the multiplayer before.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up, my friend, she didn't have like the Brave New World expansion or anything, so my friend and I split it and then got it for her. So we're like, we need to go kill Khan. Like that's, and so, Khan, you stole my horses my first time playing, I'll never forgive you. Yeah, no, and it's pretty, I was kind of worried the lag might be too much or something, because the game, how crazy it gets like towards endgame, but it's actually pretty fun, and it's kind of nice to sit there and not be by yourself for 8 hours, but you have other buddies to swear at, computers, stupid Huns taking my bananas. I don't know who they think they are. I just start wars with anybody that like takes things near me. I'm like, oh, one settler, no settlers. So it's a fun game though.
I like to raise their towns and destroy them.
Yep.
And then build mine right on top of their ashes.
Oh my god. Then place a courthouse for extra measure.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the Civ 2 game that's been going on for like 20 years?
What?
Huh?
Someone kept
How?
They just keep it going. Like I guess
Is it?
there's like a win condition, but you can opt to keep playing. So
okay.
he was like the Vikings, and just there were I forget, there was, what are some of the factions in that game?
Everything.
Anyway, there was like Vikings and then like 2 other factions, and what happened was they all became so powerful, and like the borders between them were so tight, and everyone has just nukes up the wazoo, that like every square on the board got completely nuked, and you like can't do anything anymore, and it just became like a big wasteland, and it just, a whole bunch of like dumb like fan fiction and stuff is sprung up around it. It's just really interesting.
I'll also check that out.
Yeah.
Either A, he was doing really well and they want to quit the game,
Mm-hmm.
or B, he wasn't very good. He couldn't take him over. That's a long game to play, though.
Yeah, man, it's nuts. Yeah, I don't know.
What game have you been playing lately?
What game have I been playing? I don't know. I've been playing some Broken Age.
Oh, I heard that's really good.
Yeah, it's all right. It's that Double Fine Kickstarter thing.
Mm-hmm.
In honor of Hive Jump coming back to Kickstarter, I figured I'd go, play some Kickstarter games. That's not true. I just like adventure games. But it's like two stories. There's a young lady in like a fantasy land, and then a young man in a sci-fi land. And I played through the young lady story, and she's in some fantasy baker town, and there's like a monster that goes around, and all the towns, every time the monster comes by them, they hold a ceremony and they put up one of their ladies to get sacrificed, and it's like a big ritual, and everyone's like real excited about it, but your character's like, nah, I don't want to get eaten. This is crazy. And so she's about to get eaten, and then escapes, and then adventure ensues, and it's pretty cool. It's not real puzzly. It's just kind of fun, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I've been watching Jillian, you like anime. I've been watching Lupin the Third.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so good.
It's pretty good.
It's a good show. I've been recently. All my years of watching the animes have made me a jaded old crusty man. But I've been recently getting my boyfriend to watch some shows here and there after all my years of weeding through the junk.
Mm-hmm.
So I had him, watch like Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo, and recently had him watch Death Note, despite what other hiccups that show has. There's some good stuff out there. Lupin's good too. Outlaw Star is the poor man's Cowboy Bebop, and I love every moment of it. So
I
good.
have to check that out because I love Bebop.
Yeah.
But have you seen a woman called Fujiko Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Because I watched that after I watched like the first season of Lupin. Because before this, I didn't even.
Have you seen the?
But it was nuts.
Oh yeah.
The whole thing's crazy. Okay, so let me tell you a story about Lupin the Third. Lupin the Third was it was a manga made in the 60s that in the 70s got a TV show, and it was really well received, and it's kind of goofy. The main character's like a thief, and he's got like a samurai buddy and a sharpshooter buddy, and they go around and they steal stuff, and then there's this lady called Fujiko Mine who's, just kind of always betraying them and being goofy and doing stuff, but that show went on. It had like 3 television series up until 2012, where they had this 4th one where they had like a whole reimagining, but it became really kind of dark and surreal, and it's kind of like, it's just kind of really weird because the original TV show is such
so campy and
such a goofy thing. It's like if they took Transformers and instead of doing what they're doing now with it, like, Bumblebee is on like psychotic medicine and is, just killing a bunch of people and is haunted by owl people and stuff and
Crab people.
Really, really crazy stuff. But
have you seen
I've been watching all of that.
The Miyazaki Lupin movie?
Is that Castle of Cagliostro? No, I tried buying it on Amazon, but I couldn't find a copy.
Pretty good. I have a copy.
Oh, yeah?
If you want to.
Oh man, I'd be totally into
watch
that.
it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because he was like a writer director for that first season.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty solid movie. It's pretty good. Good
yeah,
stuff.
I hear it's pretty good. So that's what I've been doing most of the time. I got a whole bunch of news stories that we could talk about.
Oh,
Awesome.
Cool.
You guys want to talk about some news?
Yeah.
Potato salad.
We'll
Potato
start with potato salad.
Potato salad Kickstarter. Is that like $100,000?
What?
What am I doing with my life?
This is the craziest thing. Someone made a Kickstarter. They were asking for $10 to make a potato salad, and now it's ballooned into How much do they have?
I checked yesterday and it was like 70,000, and then Sam told me this morning that it was at like 100K.
See, that's just
Oh
insane.
my God.
Yeah.
That's
like,
a lot of
what am I-
cash for potato salad.
What am I doing with my life?
Legit.
That
I
guy
don't
made
know.
a fortune.
That better be the biggest bowl of potato salad that every potato salad did.
Are you gonna buy the cookbook?
No, I'm not buying anything.
You should back it if you get some potato salad.
No, I will make potato salad and bring it here for $10.
But it won't be shipped through the mail and probably.
Probably dry iced and
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it was clearly just a big joke. Like, the rewards are like, you get a bite of the final product, and like, dumb things like that. And somehow the joke caught on, and now
The guy's
All
gonna
that-
get $100,000 worth of
well,
potato
and
salad.
it goes to show it's kind of funny because there's been kind of this dialogue going back and forth of like, why he's just this dude potato salad, and the people work really hard on their Kickstarters and don't get funded, but this guy, it kind of goes to show that it's just like, even though maybe he doesn't need 100K, it's like, you know what? It's funny, and it's just this goofy thing, and like, really, like, that's, for some people, it's like, yeah, I'll throw $3 at this stupid thing, because it's hilarious. This guy has $100,000 worth of potato making material. Like, yeah, like, why wouldn't you? And, as much as you can argue, like, well, there's much better projects that deserve the money, it's like, yeah, but, this was funny. It was entertaining for the brief fraction of a moment, and to some people that's worth $1, and to others it's worth $50. So, I don't know. It's crazy.
I like potato salad.
I like potato salad too.
I like
so
it too.
He's onto something.
Yeah.
This is probably one of those things that's like, this will happen once and then never happen again.
Oh yeah, all
Oh,
the
yeah.
duplicates that popped up immediately afterwards, within like the 24 hours after.
Oh, make tuna salad.
Oh, pizza!
Fund me.
I need a pizza.
Ah.
Like,
Yeah.
all this stuff. So
It's
Well,
like-
pizza you can just order,
Mhm.
from Pizza Hut or something.
yeah.
Potato salad, you can't get at a pizza joint.
If I could give $10 to a Kickstarter to get pizza, that's cheaper than buying, a large pie myself.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you're gonna get the pizza when you don't want it.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
one
But I
maybe
mean-
2 years from now.
But
Yeah.
when would you ever turn down a pizza?
That's kind of true.
I feel like it'd be on my doorstep and be like, do it. Or who do I tip? Mailman, here you go.
This old moldy pizza.
Yeah.
Was there other news?
Oh, yeah, there's more news. Let me tell you about some news, Jillian.
Okay.
More Kickstarter news.
I'm sad.
Remember Mighty Number 9,
Yeah. Wait. I think so.
the Mega Man thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The creator of Mega Man is making another game
Yeah,
that
I
looks
forgot about that.
a whole lot like Mega Man, and they were asking for like 90 G's, and they got like 4 million.
Oh.
Well, of course they did.
Or no, I think 400,000.
Oh, okay.
They got a
Okay.
lot. They got like 400% of what they're asking for.
Yeah.
And they are now asking for more money. They wanted to put English voice acting into the game, which
Shouldn't that have
Should
just
have
been a
been
stretch goal?
legit, like,
then?
probably.
Shouldn't
like,
that? Well,
if you're
especially
think
if you
you
got
get
400% more, it's like, wait, do you really need the extra $300,000 for some English voice? Like, I mean, I'm
Right?
not
Is
saying
it gonna be like Samuel Jackson or something?
Yeah,
maybe
doing
that'd be
all the
pretty cool.
voices.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson and Morgan Freeman just voicing everything.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
So there's that, and they want to make some weird animated series about that character, the Mighty Number 9 character.
Okay.
So they're not doing Kickstarter, they're doing just like on their website open
Open donation.
crowdfunding
Okay.
for this animated series for this thing, and they
Hmm.
have like a little trailer with their character doing all kinds of wacky stuff. I don't know. So if you're into Mighty Number 9 and you just want to give them more,
Yeah.
you have plenty of options. And then Gearbox, creators of Borderlands, are making a first-person shooter MOBA.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's called Battleborn.
Is
Cool
the
name.
is the
It's,
style
Name
going
of a
to be-
Killers album.
Wasn't it?
It's the name of the Killers album.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Battleborn.
Maybe they'll be part of the soundtrack.
That'd be awesome.
Do we know? Have we seen any like artwork from it yet, or even any like?
I think I saw one. It wasn't cell shaded like Borderlands. It was just kind of a thing.
Just a general thing. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't show any gameplay or anything.
Okay.
Like,
I just wasn't sure if it was going to be,
it.
Borderlands is
Yeah,
kind
pretty
of
much.
comical and fun and campy and that sort of thing.
yeah, I think someone said they're trying to do what Borderlands did for Diablo-style loot games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they
Yeah.
turned it into a shooter, I guess. So
Yeah.
now they're trying to turn a MOBA into a shooter.
Okay.
So
It won't be too hard.
it kind of makes sense.
It would work either way.
Yeah,
I mean, all you're doing is controlling one character.
legit.
Jumping around, using
Go
special
down
effects.
lanes, jungling.
Yeah.
I'd never played a MOBA, so I don't know. I don't know the words, but
Yeah.
and then if we're talking about shooters, you talk about Mr. Cliffy B, Mr. Cliff Blazinski, creator of Gears of War. He's been working at Epic for 20 years. Jazz Jackrabbit. He recently, after Gears of War 3, he left the biz. He retired from Epic. He said he was going to take a break, and now he's back.
Dun dun.
He's back with a new studio making a free-to-play shooter. And his company's called Boss Key.
Okay.
Cool.
So if you're into Gears of War and free-to-play shooters, I guess keep an eye on Boss Key Studios for their projects.
Awesome.
Did a Michael Jordan. We're retired, come back.
That it will only be a
Retire
Michael
again.
Jordan if this game ends up being a piece of crap.
Yeah.
So
time will tell.
yeah, we'll have to see. We'll get back to everybody on that. So yeah.
That's all the news I had prepared. Let me see. But this is a portion of the show where we try and read comments and questions from people who leave us comments and questions. Rachel did some interview for some people at alwaysnintendo.com, and I was going to see if there's any comments on it.
So I'm trying to go no internet for a month to 2 months at my house so that I can actually get some stuff done.
That's a good idea.
So I won't watch no TV because I can't stream it or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't just sit around and cruise on the internet doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can actually accomplish what I've been trying to accomplish,
Yeah.
which is get a series of work built up for a show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had cable since it's like for years now because it's so expensive, and any TV that I want to access I can find online. But I remember I didn't have internet for a while when I was younger. That was that was weird.
This will be day 2 with no internet.
How you holding out?
I don't know how you live.
I'm going back to the Stone Age. Yeah.
How did our parents do anything?
Yeah. If it wasn't for the phone,
Yeah.
I'd cheat and use the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, see if I can get an iPhone cord that I can hook up to my TV and just stream Amazon off my TV off my phone to fill the void. It completely nullifies the effect I'm going for.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, surfing the internet on your iPhone is just inconvenient enough for it to not be entirely accessible.
yeah.
You're like, I gotta zoom everything, and I just clicked the wrong button because of my big fingers. It's like, this is terrible.
In my case, I click the button, nothing ever happens, but I have dead hands.
Oh no.
Yeah, look at this.
Is it the case that's kind of
No, I don't have anything on there. I just have dead hands. So,
How? Wait, let me poke it. I want to poke your screen. How? Why did it not work for
I have
you?
dead hands.
How?
I guess I don't have heat in my hands or something.
Yours on.
I don't know how that works, but my hands never work.
Oh no. It's not good. Reminds me of those tech gloves that have little
There's a little magnet in there? Yeah.
It's just oh god. for winter time. For anybody, I'd see a bunch of people up in Wisconsin wearing those, like the businessmen with their little tech gloves on their little phones, trying to trade their stocks in the like negative 40-degree weather. Can't feel my face, but my stocks will survive. Like,
Be able to feed the fam.
yeah, pretty much.
Sell, 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 sell. If it wasn't for these gloves, I would be poor. I could be just sitting inside.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that website, but they didn't have a comment section, so there weren't any comments.
Okay.
But if you want to read the interview anyway, it's at alwaysnintendo.com. And just scroll down till you see the Hive Jump logo. So I went to my old buddy, the Steam Greenlight page.
Cool. Anything new?
There's one new comment by someone named Majarkus.
Cool name, though.
He asks, are you going to release just the full game, or are you going to put out a beta? And we replied to him, but we'll reply to him again and say, we'll be doing a closed alpha for our backers on Kickstarter. We're also very interested in releasing early access version through Steam. So, there we go. Alpha for backers, and then possibly early access. I'd be down for doing an early access. I think it'd be good just to get it out there and have people playing it so we could just see if anyone has any problems.
Oh, yeah, that's always good, yeah.
Would the bulk of that be solved in alpha for the Kickstarter people, though? If there is, or can stuff still
Potentially, yeah.
surface?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're going to do an early access, I want it to be closer to more finished than some of these early access games out there.
Yeah, we were talking about maybe not opening up the main campaign, but maybe having like wave defense or something.
Yeah.
And just get people in there shooting, playing with the controls and stuff. So maybe something like that down the road. But when we get closer to that time and we have more things figured out, we will definitely let the people know. And I guess that's going to do it for this episode of Indie Dev, the official podcast Graphite Lab.
Yar.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, Jillian, and thank you, Stevens, for joining me on this
It's a nice
pretty
day.
nice day.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's like
The blue
a
skies.
couple clouds.
Blue
You know.
skies.
Looks a little dark,
That one
but
kind of looks like a
We have tinted
alligator.
windows, though.
it's hot.
We have
Yeah.
tinted windows, though.
Yeah.
That's true. Special non-thank you to Robert Coe for not letting us use his microphone.
Good job, Rob.
Now the thing sounds terrible.
Yeah. First time I come back from the show, no mic.
You're gonna sound all scraggly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What's up with that? You know.
That'd be horrible. I'm just gonna buy my own microphone. Maybe next paycheck I'll buy one.
Dude, one of these podcasts we need to do with a filter from like World War II kind of sounding. You know?
Like
I'm sure there's an app for
a
that that
Time
will
Machine
filter your voice.
episode
Yeah.
where we all go back.
We're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
The podcast here, see?
Yeah, you see, I mean, there's boys out there that are just throwing the ball around, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
We'll bring them home now.
Well, happy birthday, you two.
Woo!
Yay.
And,
The best day of the year.
faux show.
Definitely better than David's day.
Mm-hmm.
Damn straight.
Because we have 2 on this day.
And we'll be back next week with more Indie Dev.
Woo!